Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be coloring this drawing here that you see with just 3 Copic markers. So this is the June Copiccolors challenge video that I am finally doing. It's right at the end of June as I'm posting this, but I did actually complete this in June, so there's that. I am using the 3 colors that they have picked for the month, and I did the sketch offline, so you first see my rough sketch and then the finished line art, and I'll just be showing the coloring part. Honestly, I was just feeling kind of down this week and I just couldn't seem to bring myself to draw anything that I liked. It was kind of one of those art blocky, I can draw but I don't like anything I'm drawing kind of weeks, if you know what I mean. So I just did the sketching off camera. I thought it was okay. When I transferred it to another paper, I refined the sketch quite a bit, and then I lined it, and while I was lining it I also refined it a bit more, and I actually really like how it turned out, so you'll be seeing me do the coloring. For the colors this month, they have picked V91 Pale Grape, V15 Mallow, and YG63 Pea Green. So these 3 colors were pretty fun to use. I actually, off camera, I didn't show this part in the video, but I did take a photo of my sketch and I popped it into Procreate, and I just played around with the colors a little bit to see kind of like where I want to place everything and what it would like, what was the kind of feel I was going for. And my first instinct was actually the colors that I went for, which was like, I'm going for pink skin, purple hair, and a green dress. And while I was doing the sketch, I actually had a lot of fun. I just wanted to do another unicorn girl because I've been doing a lot of unicorn girls since, because of Junicorn. The month of June, a lot of people draw unicorns, although I always turn it into unicorn girls. So that's kind of what I went for. At the beginning of the month, I was having fun doing June Fae, which is where you draw a fairy. But towards the end of the month, I switched back over to unicorn girls, which I knew I would. I kind of get inspired by those. And I had a lot of fun doing unicorn girls last month as well, or not month, last year as well. So I wanted to do another, and while I was sketching her out, I don't know, I just kind of got this weird vibe about her face where it just looks a little bit different. Kind of reminded me of something kind of 70s, something about the 70s animation, especially 70s anime. There's something slightly inspiring to me about the way they do like curled swooping hair in the 70s anime. And I also like, because of that, when I gave her her dress, I wanted to do more of like a cut that I see in 70s a lot. You can't see it very much in the drawing, but that's kind of why I went for like the straight over the collar type of thing with quite a bit of like keepage on her sleeve. And then for her headpiece, I always love to put some jewels on my unicorn girls. I think it's just really pretty and really like girly and cute. And I was kind of inspired by the idea of the, I forget what they called her, was it the Nameless Empress from Never Ending Story? So I kind of did that kind of jewel type headdress. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I did this drawing a lot like the last unicorn girl that I did in my last sketchbook tour, the last page. So I gave her like horse-like shaped ears, but they also can kind of look like elf ears, and they're off to the side and they're the same color as the rest of her. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with her. For the colors, I should talk about the colors a bit. The V91 and the V15, they blend it together perfectly, almost a little too perfectly in places, because there are times when I put some V15, the purplish color, into the shadows of her skin, and then I blended it out with the V91, and it blended out so perfectly that I couldn't see the purple anymore. So I had to be a bit more bold with my color and throw in the color without blending it as much. But it still blended together really, really well, so that's really nice. And the YG63 is a nice pop of different color, and it actually did blend pretty well to put a little bit of green highlights into her skin. I wanted to experiment with putting all of the colors into her skin because another unicorn girl I had done recently that I showed in the sketchbook tour, I had just thrown a whole bunch of colors into her skin, and it actually turned out kind of nice. Like, I don't feel like I'm advanced enough to know exactly how to do that. I've seen a lot of artists who throw like all kinds of colors into the skin, and it just looks so good, and it's like it works together. But I just kind of wanted to experiment. Like you can't get good at something unless you actually try, even if it looks terrible at first. But I think it actually turned out really good to have little pops of green into a bit of the shadows, like some of the darkest shadows. And I also noticed layering the green over like some black lines. Actually, I didn't even use black at first. I used a purple multi-liner, the lavender Copic multi-liner. Just layering the green over that kind of made an even darker color, so that was really nice. But yeah, so these colors went together really well. I really liked them. Once I was finished coloring the girl, I felt like I wanted to do something for the background, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the background. So I ended up taking a piece of paper and using that to make like kind of an outline to the background, so I didn't have to fill the whole place, and it kind of gave it like a more designed look to it. And then for the background, I actually honestly was thinking of just doing a solid color, and that's when I was thinking of pulling in the fourth color that they had announced that they are allowing for this month, which is FV2, Fluorescent Dull Violet. I had that color, I was ready to use it, but I don't know, I just felt like I didn't want to pop it in there. So I was thinking maybe I should put it in the background, but I really wasn't sure. So I pulled out my iPad and the app Procreate, and I just kind of played around with what color would look good in the background. Should I put pink? Should I put green? Should I put the purple? Should I put this FV2? And I just kept, you know, flipping through them, thinking like, I don't really like any of them. Like they all have a nice look to it, but I thought it was a little too boring to just do one color. And then it popped into my head when I first saw the colors for these for this challenge. I remember seeing in my Instagram feed, one of the artists I follow had taken a picture of some flowers near her house or something, or while she was outside, I don't know. And they looked really pretty. I actually screen capped the flowers, and I thought maybe I would do something with that because it was very similar to these colors. For the Copiccolors challenge, and I completely forgot about it because that was the first week of June and we're now at the last week of June. So I thought, hey, why not I just put some flowers in the background? And they were not the easiest flowers to draw, to be honest. They were very small, and it really pressed my patience. I feel like I probably could have done a better job with it. I spent more time, but I was trying to finish this in time for the video, so I kind of rushed the background a little bit, just a little bit. But in the end, I actually really like how it turned out. I was able to use all three colors in the background and just try to make the character pop out away from the background. I added a line of white, and then I went over and did an outline of black, which I don't show in the video because I thought it got a little too tedious. There's quite a lot of bits in this drawing where I'm just adding a little bit to the skin, and it might not be interesting for someone else to see, but sometimes you have to fuss a bit and add layers and layers and layers to get a really good combination and result. So yeah, I'm really happy with how she turned out. I'm actually thinking about making this a print for next month's Patreon rewards, so let me know if anybody would be interested in that. And otherwise, yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the Copiccolors for this month. What did you draw with them? Did you have them? Are you bored of the colors, or are you okay with it? I'm really curious to see, because I haven't really seen a lot of people doing the Copiccolors this month. I'm wondering if other people were getting a little bit bored of it too. But I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I'm continuing on with this. We're like, what, halfway through? So another 6 months or so, and then I'll have a full year worth of the Copiccolor challenges, which will be really interesting to see. So yeah, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, you can support me on Patreon for only $1. You get access to all of my Patreon posts, and the link is in the description below. And definitely check out my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter if you are interested in following me there. So all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.